Hi everybody, it's a Cooper's Dark Ale and it's in the taste test glass, so we're here to talk about it. It's very nice. Right, that's what came off the tin. Unfortunately, the cherry bit that comes off doesn't contain the ingredients. Well, it does, but only half of them. So, ingredients: hops, yeast and gluten. Uns include cereals. Ingredients in bold. Yeah, so that's not really helpful. Right, so I've not worked out the ABV as usual, because I'm rubbish. Starting gravity 1046, finishing gravity 110. There was a slight difference in temperature as well, but we ignore it. And I'm also experimenting with this using PGA powder. Supposed to aid head retention. Now, to me, it still seems that the head drops off, but it doesn't drop off completely. It holds a cap to nearly all the way to the end, and it does produce better lacing. It doesn't produce any different taste. Right, so let's stop messing about. We'll flash it with the torch first. I would say it's a very dark ruby colour. Looking at it through the light, I don't know if that shows it up. I think it does. Very, very dark. Not quite as dark as a stout, but it's very similar tasting to a stout. In fact, I would say it's not quite identical to the Cooper's Stout. This is the Cooper's Dark Ale, but very close. So let's dive in and give it a bit of a sniff first. You're getting dark roast notes. There's like a hint of coffee, which I'm not a coffee fan at all, but and so it's like a dark chocolatey. All those dark malty notes that wax off the glass. We'll give it a taste. Right up front, there's a slight sweetness, but it's got like the burnt toffee notes, and it dies into a slight coffee flavour midway, and then we're still in sort of roasty notes, black malt type flavours. I'd say a medium mouthfeel. Medium to good, maybe. Medium to good. And there's a nice bittering comes in after the initial maltiness. There's a nice, nothing harsh, just a nice pleasant bittering that sort of coats your tongue. As you breathe in, you get that bittering flavour coming through. that is another very nice one. Would I buy it again? Yes. It seems the Cooper's kits, where have they been all my life? Because the better, I would say, the better than the kits that I used to brew, Geordie Bitter, Tom Caxton's Best Bitter. I'm going to revisit some of the Tom Caxtons and the Geordie Bitters, I think, just to see if maybe I've changed, or maybe I now brew them better. I can't see that being... Perhaps because I do use the SO4 yeast now, whereas I used to use the sachet yeast in the kits. Right, very nice beer. They're about just under 12 quid, and then you need a kilo of sugar of your choice. This just has standard table sugar in. The kits that I'm doing, that I've never done before, I'm doing a baseline test of them with standard table sugar. If they're not so bad, I might try pimping them up. No, I probably won't, because it's just too much of a faff. I do have another kilo, at least, of dry malt extract. I'm looking over there, because it sat on a shelf. So at some point I'm going to have to use that to brew beer, but it's such a faff. I don't know if you saw the one with the dry malt extract. I have not found... The only other way I can think, but it's still going to be a faff, is mixing it into a paste with a little bit of water first, like you do with Horlicks. But when you do it with Horlicks, you've got, what, 5 teaspoons full? Well, that's a kilo. It's going to be a big paste. Perhaps we need to put it in the food processor. Don't tell the wife. Right. I'm going to leave you there. Very nice beer. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.